Elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. This finds Likely. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another run for Henry. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Excuse me.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st down throw for Jackson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Benjamin St. Juice picks it off. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most important, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Third down, give to Eckler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Daniels to throw on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Staying with Eckler. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Play fake here. Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Marcus Williams has it. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. On first down, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 18 at the 40-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first. Working inside the red zone. Taken in by Likely. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Bateman hauls it in. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. Turning to Henry on third. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on fourth down. That's the end of the first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Staring at fourth down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for three. A 27-yard look here. Bullock's kick is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Commanders set to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now Daniels off the play action. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Ravens. And Baltimore finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown! The Ravens capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, you kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Alert! Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Jamison Crowder on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal Gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Daniels on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Ravens are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
First down, here's Lamar. Gets this to Bateman. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
From the gun, Jackson. He's on the move. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Rangers 2nd and 2.
Running once more with Henry. Moving on into the red zone. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
Kate, it was such a privilege for me living up in the Pacific Northwest and covering the Legion of Boom. And when I see a play like that, all I see is number 25. Richard Sherman. Yeah, he could run his mouth and he could talk with the best of them, but he walked it with tackles just like that.
It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for the back that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Come on.
You're going for this? Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take over as he records his 10th career INT. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 43. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Jackson off the play action. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Frankie Louvu. And the Commanders will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how...
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Marcus Williams has it. And the Ravens are going to take over after the interception. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got it near the 10. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the red zone now. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Ravens making a 24-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Crowder with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. He puts everything behind this one. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Now is Terry McLaurin on the target. So it'll be 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
He's trying another one deep. Brought in inside the 20. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders chop some of the lead off before the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Ramiz Ahmed for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. So we've reached halftime here. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Crowder with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And this one, well, I think we all know it's going to be a tough one to watch again on film, but a lot to be learned from this showing here, right? He's been intercepted 4 times, and it's been real tough to get a good read on what the coverage has been doing to stop him. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Trying to work quickly now. 4th down, here's Daniels. Chased out to his right. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, I think we could all tell, Brock, when they saw that flag, they knew exactly what was coming.
Yeah, and unlike those wrestlers I watched growing up who could hide under the ring and just get away from everybody, there's no hiding now. All eyes on him.
It's taken in by Sinnott. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Again, Daniels to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. So it's 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels. Got his target, it's Zacchaeus. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Play fake here, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
On the ready.
1st and goal, Washington.
Check mash, check mash. Here we go.
Trying to run in, Eckler. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Baltimore running its offense out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Jackson finds Aguilar. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. It's an option left. They cross the 40 on a nice run. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go.
They'll start the drive with Eckler. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Let's go now.
To throw, Daniels. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Pistol snap to Jackson. This finds Likely. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he finds him in for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens make it a 24-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Crowder with a return here. And look at this return. Races past midfield. Touchdown on an incredible return. The advent of a new style of kickoff in 2024 created all sorts of new strategies to generate big returns. And Brock, here we see their own design executed to perfection to spring them for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen a rule change that has invigorated special teams coaches, head coaches, all the coaches, as much as this one did this offseason, each looking for their own wrinkle to try to throw in there and do what we just saw, break it the length of the field for 6 big points.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. In motion Bateman over right. Lamar off the play fake. That's taken in by Tucker. Has a hole left, room to run. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 3-possession game. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens stretch the lead to 23. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Crowder with a return here. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Slot man in motion right. On first down, here's Eckler. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
18, find it. Come on.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Daniels back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he works it down to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Pat the streak. Ready?
Now Daniels off the play action. Pass caught, 9-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Trying again with Eckler. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up 3rd and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing.
And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Commanders putting up points in a game decided. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. And he reaches the end zone on that 2-point try, Brock. This is going to cut it to a 2-score game now, down 15. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
They send a man in motion. Drive starts with an option, right side. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. The 5th time he's scored, putting him just one off that single-game record. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens grow the lead now to 22 points. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
The Commanders think they've got it. Yes, they did get it back. 2-score game. Got to get yourself additional opportunities somehow. And that right there, that's a huge one. Feel like they absolutely now have to translate this into points.
They really do, and not just make it a one-possession game. As you've taught me, Kate, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time, partner.
One possession at a time, one play at a time, one bite at a time to the very end.
Ready.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
Check smash. Check smash. Come on. Come on.
Throwing now. Daniels. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Launches one deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that brings up 4th and long.
Go check. Go check.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And finally, they're able to bring... Call it 7 yards, and now they're down in 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Motioning one of the tight ends. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Broncos enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly